is Top for Glory, episode 177. Dear God, we are 177 episodes deep into Top for Glory. We are 176 episodes. That's it. 177 episodes deep into Top for Glory. We are just about a couple days away from a certain tournament. We are just about a couple hours away from AEW Revolution. But good news for you guys. Double video coming today. This is part 1. And what's this video? It was on the mini-series. It's come to YouTube. I've warned you guys all about it. But before all that, introduction to those of us. I'm Enigma V4. This is the Stardom Cinderella 2024 predictions. So for you guys that are wondering, what the fuck is Stardom Cinderella? I'm glad for you guys to rhetorically ask. It is basically like King of the Ring. Just how New Japan Cup's on the way, Cinderella season's here. And I gotta say that just maybe days or weeks before one of these tournaments, whether it's Cinderella or whether it's 5-star, I get very excited about this. But as you guys can see, I'll put on the screen before I start talking that these are the brackets. As you guys can see, that some people do have buys. So comment down who you think is going to be getting, who's going to be benefiting the most out of these buys. Oops, that was an echo. Let me know your favorites. But more importantly, let's talk about each of these. Yes, there I am again. Let's talk about round 1 of this tournament. To start us off for round 1, it is Stardom's new tall girl. She is one of Stardom's new powerhouses. She is a part of a faction finally, Hanako. How the fuck do you guys say her name? E Nexus V Venus X Emperor, whatever the fuck that faction's called. She's a part of it, but she isn't facing just any ordinary person. Her opponent is Little Icon herself. She is on the path to greatness. It is Hanan. Sup, Albert? Sup, Jude? I think given her medical status, Zuni would benefit with having a bye. I like that, Albert. But here in round 1, we have Hanan, guys. You guys already know that I, as much as many others, have been pitching for Hanan to finally break out. Because, yes, she is Little Icon. Yes, she is the right-hand person to Mayu Iwatani. For you guys that forget that when Stars was down to just Mayu, there was also a kid Hanan. And I think now, this year, is the year that Hanan will break out. But will she break out into this tournament? Let's find out. I'm going to go with first off rounds going to Hanan. But that's just the first round. I'm going to keep going back and forth between this. So as you guys can see, that Hanan versus Hanako has a bye of, one moment as I look for her name, of Mirai. So the winner of Hanan versus Hanako will then face Mirai, and as you guys can see the thumbnail, Mirai back-to-back Cinderella winner. There's only 2 people in this world that have done such a thing. But can Mirai be a 3-peat? I don't think so. And for that reason alone, I think Hanan will then go on to beat Mirai. And now we'll move down the slot to... Let's keep it in stars, but let's do some stars versus X stars. It is the Moon Arrow. Some of you guys say she's in the wrong faction. It is Yuzuki versus Starlight Kid. You guys have been pitching for her to be the new Oedo tie leader. I've been hearing others say maybe it should be Momo Watanabe. The truth is, a lot of people are just tired of Natsuko Tora. But in this match, as much as Yuzuki is slowly growing on me, probably one of the greatest breakout star rookies out of the bunch. I do like the idea of, if it is Momo Watanabe's job to break down Queen's Quest every chance she gets, I believe it is Starlight Kid's mission, job, duty to destroy stars at every bit up until Mayu. And for that, sorry, Moon Arrow, but your bows and arrows won't be able to put down the Sky Tiger. For that, I'll have Starlight Kid get the dub here. And remember, guys, going to keep going back and forth to this. So if you go and look for Yuzuki versus Starlight Kid, see who has a bye there, it is Suzu Suzuki. You know, one of the fastest, youngest, rising young prodigies. So we may be getting Starlight Kid versus Suzu Suzuki. And for that alone, just think of the outcome. Think of the... Whoa, I forgot to mention one important thing about Cinderella. That not only is it pinfalls and submissions, but it's also over the top rope. So let's keep that in the back of our minds, that we're going to be getting Suzu versus Starlight Kid. And I actually think that Starlight gets to win over Suzu. I think the rapid decline of the young prodigy going from 5-star winner, main eventing Dream Queendom, and main eventing the Goddess Hagley, I feel like that star's starting to go down. But while that star goes down, the Sky Tiger rises. And for that, Starlight Kid beats Suzu. And now it is Momo Kogo. She's finally back from America, guys, versus Xena. She's finally back from America as well. And you guys already know, myself and Enigma before, have never been a Club Venus fan. But if we look at who gets to buy here, which is the Moonlight Fantasy Waka Tsukiyama, I would actually give it to Momo Kogo, as I'm a firm believer that Momo Kogo is somewhat trying to be Mai Iwatani's second in command, but in her absence, Hanan just skyrocketed to that position. So if Momo Kogo wants to continue to have a fighting chance, this is literally the only way possible. Cinderella, Kogo, Momo? But again, I have Momo Kogo going on to face Waka Tsukiyama. Now, the real question would be, if Momo Kogo versus Waka Tsukiyama is the match, who do you have winning? Now, I believe we are in a new era in Stardom. This is post Rossi, I guess, leaving. And I think Waka Tsukiyama gets the win here. For you guys that were all big on Waka Mania running wild, I think Waka doesn't run, but she walks. And that's what we get as she beats Momo Kogo. All right, guys. I'm sorry, see, we have multiple people. Also, guys, I do know that this is early in the day. It's 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm glad that I see 5 people in the chat, well, viewing. Welcome to Talk for Glory, guys. But next is Koguma versus Raka. Well, let me first off by saying here, live on Talk for Glory, welcome back, Koguma. And this is actually kind of interesting. This is one of those matches where I'm going to say that the winner of this is going to win via over the top rope. And if any Oedo tie bullshit is at ringside, whether it be weaponry or just members standing by, I would probably give this to Raka. As I don't think Koguma is equipped to be doing her comedy shtick and Raka with about 50 other weapons near her, including her box. I don't think Raka takes this out. So she's the one that gets the dub here. And with that, all right, guys, keep looking at the screen as I keep flipping between myself talking and the matches. So if you just look at Raka versus Koguma, Koguma does miss out on a potential FWC match, but it is Raka versus the Wild Heart Hazuki. And I know some fans think she's pretty cool. And for that, maybe I should pitch the idea of Cinderella Hazuki. Think of the coolest Cinderella winner ever. Now, do I think Raka goes on to beat Hazuki? Absolutely not. This wild heart can't be tamed. Maybe in a dress, maybe by winning Cinderella, that wild heart tends to calm down a bit. But Cinderella Hazuki, I am down. I like that, Albert. I do, man. But this is actually pretty interesting. For Hazuki doesn't go on. And depending how long I want this video to be, maybe I'll go match by match. Maybe I'll just say who I want my final two to be. But then we go on to Raka versus Hazuki, and Hazuki goes on to beat Raka. So that's the end game of that. And remember, guys, God damn it, traffic, guys, one moment, brief intermission. All right, guys. And now we go on. We went from a bear to a gorilla. We now get Saya Ida, one of the most jacked people in Stardom. She is the Ishii of that place. She is one half of the New Blood Tag Team Champions versus the super quick instant pin. Don't mess with her, Saki Kashima of God's Eye. And if we're looking at who, hypothetically, Saida or Saki Kashi would face, it would then go to, and you guys are going to love this. One moment. It would then go to Fast as Fuck, May Sierra. Now, as strong as Saida is, as hard as she chops, none of that matters when you get in that Kishikase. Hell, I think Roman Reigns would lose to the Kishikase. Because nobody escapes it, I think the Kishikase might be stronger than the One-Winged Angel. Because when you can be miles and miles away, when Kashima gets you in this pin, it takes stablemates, commentary, the fans themselves to break up this pin. And for that, I believe that Saito may get her ass whooped, may be beating down Kashima's ass, but 1% health, last-ditch effort, Kishikase for the win. But now, we go on to Mei Sierra versus Saki Kashima. And yes, guys, it is the high-speed title rematch, but this is non-title, so let's be happy about that. You already know Kashima doesn't want to do that high-speed shit, but Mei's just fast as fuck. You guys know she has the drop kicks. She has a little attitude. How some of you guys saying she might be the new definition of a babyface, which let's go back to that later on. But I think Kashima might not be able to Kishi Kase if what she can't touch. And for that, Mei Sierra wins. But hypothetically, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mei is so fast that she tries to dropkick Kashima and she accidentally launches herself over the top rope. It's easy being fast. It's hard to stop. Next, it is, call it whatever fruit you guys want, whether she's a pineapple, whether she's a watermelon, but she damn sure is a cosmic angel, Yuna Mizumori versus the Lady of Stardom, the one true lady, if you will. It is Lady C, and for the longest time, we've all asked, what does that C stand for? I'm here to tell you that maybe, just maybe, that C stands for Cinderella. Lady Cinderella versus Yuna Mizumori. Now, I love the story of Yuna's body transformation. We love a good weight loss story, even though some of you guys keep saying that Tam was being a heel in this. Guys, Tam was not being a heel when getting Yuna to lose weight. She was being a personal trainer. But Tam's coaching sadly won't be able to help Yuna defeat the tall woman, the human tower, the one true lady. So I gotta go with Lady C winning and beating Yuna. And with Lady C moving on, that pushes us next to our following match. Oh, I'm blocking myself. It is Lady C versus Yuna Mizumori, with the following winner fighting Stardom's resident big girl. She is 1/3 of the Artist Champions. She's been on one hell of a skyrocket. Whether you guys want to put her on the path to Goddess, Wonder, World, Cinderella. It is Ami Sourei. And I would love to see a Tokyo Towers 1v1. But that unfortunately might be where Ami loses or Lady C loses. Or hell, they're both tall, they're both strong, maybe a double ring out. Sometimes the best thing to do when you're about to lose is make sure the other person doesn't win. Next is the shadow leader of Oedo Tai, the master of weaponry. Some of you guys call her basically the evil of Oedo Tai. Natsuko Tora versus the newest member of Cosmic Angels, Sayaka, and I know someone who likes saying her other name so much, Kurara. And I'll be brief about this just because, one, I don't like talking about Natsuko that much. Two, there's not much for me to say other than Sayaka's going to be a giant punching bag. Like, hell, if there's a time limit on this, Natsuko might just run the clock and beat the shit out of her. But I hope, and I truly do hope this, that we do get to see that kick-ass spear. Because yes, Kurara has one badass spear. Not better than Braun Breaker, but it's a pretty badass spear. And for that, Natsuko Tora gets the dub. But now, who does Natsuko go on to fight? You guys know, you guys were waiting for this. I know you guys. When it's a Stardom video, when it's me, oh my god, I wish I had the video up. Oh wait, I do. Guys, you guys already know whether we're pushing the agenda, whether it's this one, whether it's that one, whether it's a belt. Who does not Scotora face? It is not. Whoa. I was about to say her name before doing the intro. So Natsuko Tora goes on to face the high-speed bomb girl, the high-speed ace, the undeniable future of Stardom. No championship needed. She is the queen we love, the queen we need, the queen we deserve. Guys, she is apparently Stardom fans' public enemy number one. It is not AZM, it is all right, guys. Do you guys want me to go back and forth as to why I think Natsuko might beat Azumi, or do you guys want the honest to God truth? Well, the real truth is Azumi will go on to undeniably speed blitz the shit out of Natsuko Tora. And let's talk about who should go on to face next. Because there's an agenda here where, and God, I love the Azumi Respect Empire for that. There's an agenda here that I'm going to push. So next, it is, and I wasn't, I think if you'd have shown me this a month ago, probably wouldn't have given a fuck about it. Oops, let's get me back on the screen. There we go. If you guys would have shown me Rana Yagami versus what some of you guys call Kevin, but guys, now she is the supernova of Queen's Quest. She is not now, not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but the undeniable next future of Stardom champion, Miyu Amasaki. First off, let me start by saying Rana Yagami, whether it was getting her ass beat by the rest of God's Eye or getting her ass beat by Shuri, I love the fact that she got into God's Eye. I do. I truly do. I believe that whenever you join God's Eye, you must go through initiation, which is why later down the line, I actually want Rana Yagami versus Konami. But here, it is Miyu Amasaki's tenacity. It is her never giving up spirit. It is her fighting spirit versus Rana Yagami's lethal strikes, deadly submissions. And for that, I actually believe that Rana Yagami gets to win. Sorry, Miyu. Keep climbing that ladder, kid. You're doing great. But now it's who does Rana face next? And it is Ladyship herself, Mai Sakurai. Now, whether she wants to use Rana as a stool, a seat, hell, maybe she just wants to run the clock out, talk to the people. She is, I won't call her the people's champion. She is the voice of the people. She's the one that tells you have a good day, whether your social class is the upper echelons or you were just middle class, how you might be dirt poor. Ladyship will recommend you some okay to good, not the finest cuisines. But this is actually going to be a shocker. I actually got Rana Yagami still winning. So that was all round one, guys. Now, I'm not going to run down each shot here of who I think is going to win that round, this round, that round. But from the two people I have said, here, I actually want to put the focus strongly on, if we're going to talk about everyone I've said, I do believe that Hanan goes on to beat Mirai. I do believe that Starlight Kid goes on to beat Suzu. I did say, well, Yeah, I do believe that Waka goes on to beat Komomo. Raka loses to Hazuki. Kashima loses to Mei. Lady C goes on to lose to Ami. Natsuko Tora undeniably is going to lose to Izumi. And I did say that Rani Yagami goes on to beat by Sakurai. So that leaves Azumi versus Rani Yagami. It then goes on to... Actually, what the fuck am I saying? You guys already know that the big four, I would say. So let's talk about quarterfinals. What I truly do want to see, and that is Izumi versus Ami Sore. Quarterfinals on this side. On the other side, someone cue the Judgment Day's theme song. I want to see Hanan versus Suzuki. So let's talk about that hypothetical 1v1s quarterfinals or semifinals. I think Hanan is on the grind to being Mayu's second in command, while in the distant corner, it's truly been Hazuki from the moment she joined Stars. And I think a passing of the torch moment would be if Hanan beats Hazuki. No, guys, we don't get the wild heart in a dress, sadly. But that gives us, and this fulfills a hashtag of Cinder Hanan. Hanan goes to the finals. Now, on the other side, you guys already know the long intros. You guys already know that I would love this. I would love this 1v1. I would love this 5-star rematch. It is Ami Sore versus Izumi with, I want to say, the finals going to Ami Sore. So, yes, guys, in the finals, we will be getting Hanan versus Ami. For some of you guys that don't remember, after the Artist of Championship title defense, Mirai did pin Hanan, but for some reason, Ami was still mad about the whole situation, going, I didn't pin you, I didn't beat you, so I'm still mad. So next time, I'm going to beat you when it matters the most. And guys, this is Cinderella. One wish. Now, that could mean anything. It could mean if I win, I want to challenge for the artist belt. Maybe Hanan wants another shot with Stars to challenge for the artist belt. If Ami wins, maybe she wants to challenge for IWGP. Maybe she wants to go to America. Maybe she wants to challenge for the world. Maybe she wants another crack at Micah. Maybe if Hanan wins, she wants to challenge for the Wonder of Stardom Championship because she wants to face cool Soriano. But, guys, I think, be all and end all, the winner of the Stardom Cinderella Tournament 2024 is Hanan. And her finally getting that true big win over Ami. And what a story that would be, because not only is it Cinderella season, it's also WrestleMania season. And when WrestleMania season, what's the hashtag? What's the saying? What's the meme? What's the joke? Finish the story. And I think Hanan's story would end with beating Ami. But with all that being said, guys, I haven't thanked you enough because you guys have been so active and I've been so talkative. I forgot to talk about our social medias. You guys already know where to find us. Whether you guys are going to listen now, later, fuck, you guys might listen during Cinderella. You guys might be writing down, he was wrong about this, he was wrong about that, etc. But you guys already know where to follow the socials. You guys know to follow myself at Enigma_V4_ on my Twitter, Enigma_V4, Enigma period V4, Enigma_V4_ Smooth A1 on his Twitch, Young Smooth TFG on his Twitter, Enigma_V4 on my Kick. Remember, guys, whether it's YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anything that has a podcast has Talk for Glory. And you guys can follow us anywhere there. So, guys, thank you all for commenting. Thank you, everyone that's been listening. But this isn't going to be the end of Talk for Glory, so always keep those notifications on. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment. Who do you guys think is going to be Cinderella? And remember, guys, that this is the first of many tournaments for Stardom. So maybe more Stardom to come to Talk for Glory YouTube. But for now, I recommend you all watch Cinderella. Stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great night. Watch AEW Revolution tonight. But above all else, guys, most importantly, coming from Talk for Glory, enjoy wrestling.